up, Jake Paulers? It's your boy, back at it again. Today we're going to be playing some Fortnite. Let's get it started. Oh, shoot, my controller died, dude. I'm going to need some new batteries. Wait, what? Who's at the door? Whoa, dude, a mystery box? No way!
Yo, this would make for a great thumbnail. Let's do the thumbnail.
All right.
Let's do the thumbnail.
Alright guys, let's change up the video. No more Fortnite. We're doing a mystery unboxing. Let's see what's inside. What are all these batteries? I think we should probably do a statistical test.
What?
What should I do with all these batteries? Should I get Malad? Guy me!
Someone need help?
I need your help with the statistical study I'm doing on batteries.
Well, let's take a look here. Looks like these are some NIMH rechargeable batteries made by Energizer.
Batteries can recharge?
Yeah, so once they run out of battery on your little Fortnite game, you can recharge them and bring them back to full life.
Well, what's so special about these rechargeable batteries?
Well, there's been heated debate in the battery community about whether to freeze batteries or to leave them at room temperature.
Okay, I got you.
Allowing you to slow down your discharge rate.
Well, that's pretty friggin' awesome.
Yeah, and since you wanted to do a statistical study, maybe we could try to put some of these batteries in the freezer and some of these batteries at room temperature.
Dude, this is gonna be insane! So, Gaimi, as a Harvard dropout, what would you say is our first step in our statistical study on batteries?
Well, Dylan, I'd have to tell you that the first thing we need to do is record the voltages of each battery and label them.
Sounds good. And for our second step, what do you think we should do?
Well, Dylan, I'd have to say that we should do a random assignment and send 6 batteries to the freezer and the other 6 to room temperature.
Alright. To do random assignment, we're going to need to label the batteries 1 through 12, and then using a random number generator that generates numbers between 1 and 12, we are going to pick the first 6 numbers, avoiding any repeats, and those 6 numbers chosen will go as our frozen sample. So let's see what we get.
Boring!
Alright, now that we've assigned 6 batteries to our freezing sample, we're going to put them in the freezer and leave them in here between 4 and 6 days.
4 to 6 days later.
Alright guys, let's take these out of the freezer. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the original voltage of these batteries and subtract them by the current voltage that they have now after being in the freezer for roughly about 5 days. And then we're going to do a statistical test. Alright, so now that we've gotten all of our data collected over these 5 days, I calculated the average difference between the original and final for both samples, freezing sample and room temperature sample. As you can see, the room temperature sample had a larger difference between voltage dropped, but is that statistically significant?
I'm
gonna have to call a company to find out.
This is Segway Statistics. How may I help you today?
Hi, can you guys do a statistical test for me?
Yes, we can do this. Just send us your data, but we also need your social security number.
Oh, okay, it's 331
Okay.
26 4401.
Okay, thank you very much. We will get back to you soon.
Okay, the data is in from customer 331264401. So he gave us the initial voltage and the final voltage for the batteries and also the differences. So we averaged these differences, and for the freezing group, the difference was 0.005, and for room temperature, it was 0.006. And that's the voltage drop. So as you can see in the room temperature group, there was 0.001 more voltage drop on average. We also calculated the standard deviations. We then graphed from this dot plot the voltage difference, initial minus final, for both the freezing group and the room temperature group. To do a 2-sample t-test, which is what we want to do, we need to check the random condition, the independent, and normal. So random is satisfied because we did random assignment. Independent is satisfied because all the results for each battery are independent of each other, and normal is satisfied because we graphed it and both graphs were approximately normal with no skewness or outliers. So we want to do a two-sample t-test where our alpha significance level is 0.05, and now Nikhil will tell us about our null hypotheses.
So for our two-sample t-test, our null hypothesis is that mu1 minus mu2 is 0, and our alternative hypothesis is that mu1 minus mu2 is less than 0. In this case, mu1 is the true mean voltage drop of batteries after 5 days that were kept at freezing temperature, and mu2 is the true mean voltage drop of batteries after 5 days that were kept at room temperature. So to complete our two-sample t-test, we have the average difference voltage drop for freezing and room temperature samples. And so for the freezing sample, we had an average voltage drop of 0.005 volts, and for the room temperature, we had a 0.006 volt drop. For standard deviation, both were at 0.01 volts, and for sample sizes, we're both at 6. So to complete our two-sample t-test, we plug into the t-sample formula and so we plug in our values, and we get a t-value of negative 2.236, which corresponds to a p-value of 0.038 with degrees of freedom 5.
Okay, since our p-value was 0.038, that means it's less than our alpha significance level of 0.05, and therefore we reject the null hypothesis that mu1 minus mu2 equals 0. So we have convincing evidence that the voltage drop of batteries in the freezing conditions after 5 days is lower than the voltage drop of batteries in room temperature after 5 days.
Now, let's go call customer 331264401 with the fantastic results.
Guys, no freaking way. They just called me.
Who is it?
Oh my god, it's the statistics people. Hello.
331264401.
It's Dylan. Hello?
Yes, the results are in. Are you sitting down right now?
Yeah, I'm sitting down.
Okay. We reject the null hypothesis.
Let's go! Woo! Let's go! Let's go. Awesome. Good to hear.
Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you. Alright guys, it's crazy. Our test was statistically significant. That's insane. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Catch you next time.